Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my first ever playthrough of the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. And so Moko hasn't woken up since yesterday. Nozomi must be so worried. There's not much I can do for her directly, but maybe I can take some of her pressure off her in my own way. To do that, I need to be as ready as I can be for the next attack. Let's go. And I think it's honestly like, I love the reasoning every day to do the free time, but it is true. We need to be prepared. The two of them are still in here, right? Yeah, still hanging out there. So what can we do today? I actually might do another exploration to get some more materials today. But maybe we can also try and upgrade some of our stuff too. If you can look at our stats maybe on the report card here. Sorry, on the grades. So we have high creativity because that was probably from, high creativity, that was from Darumi. Our linguistics ain't great. Our literacy ain't great, I should say. So, and we could maybe upgrade our gym stuff as well. Right. Let's see what we need to use, what we need to get to upgrade some stuff as well, because I think we'll have to get to a higher level with the gym stuff eventually anyway. So in terms of, I think this will, okay, so this is the rec room with the gifts. This is the leisure lounge, infirmary, war room, turf or classroom, fenced room door, the training room. Okay, so the garage. If you go to the garage, and this is how we upgrade our our class weapons. Yeah, and is there no? Do we need Airblade level 2? Is there any requirements here that we need as well for this, or we just need Yeah. Okay, so we can work on that maybe as well to upgrade our moves. But we need, with some of these, we're going to need some stats. So math, for example, we have enough of. Is there any, are we going to need some stuff for gym? Let's say, look at Takamaro. Is there some stuff that will require gym? There will be. So if we want to learn Counter-Strike, we need some gym stuff as well. So maybe we should work on our gym stat as well. And usually they show us that as well, right? So if you hover over Gaku, yeah, that shows us what they have. That's gym. So we can talk to Kiyoshika, right? Yeah. So talking to me, will you assist me in my swordsmanship training? Of course. A swordmaster must train every single day. One skill with the blade is just like the blade itself. It requires constant sharpening or will become rusty. So that's why you're gonna practice fireball jutsu with me, Sir Takumi. Hey! Look at her eyes as well. What do you mean? Is that some kind of ninja thing? I thought you were talking about sword training. Don't get hung up with the details, Sir Takumi. You clearly don't understand the way of the blade. You understand, right? The true path to sword mastery is through these mangas. What in the world are you saying? The series have swordsmen and ninjas, even athletes and highly intellectual criminals. Because there's such a... I love her laughs. There's such a variety. There's something that resonates with every reader. The same can be said about the way of the blade. By arming yourself with a variety of techniques, you can resonate with any situation without fear. I still wasn't sure what Kiyoshika was saying, but I gave up on and trained with her. I think what she was trying to say is in the mangas she reads, there's lots of different types of characters and personalities and situations. And she's trying to make sure that she gets prepared for any situation that's coming towards her. Mobility went up and gym went up to 2. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. More free time in the afternoon. So let's go talk to somebody else. Or we could do a mock battle to gain some points. In fact, I actually might go do a mock battle to gain some more points to level up. So that would be in the training room, right? Yeah. And look, Gaku's here as well. And so is Eito here as well. If you come by people, we should definitely talk to them as well, right? The cafeteria food is not really my cup of tea. Too rich for my taste buds, but if you know what I mean. I miss the struggle bills from group home, and I miss the people too. Again, talking about the people from back home, he does care about them quite a bit. And sometimes you can get so used to like a food that it feels nostalgic, right? If you have some free time, would you like to go to the library with me? I'd love to ask you some book recommendations. That'd be cool at some point as well. So you can upgrade your class weapon in 2 different places. So let's try this battle 3, a 3-star battle. We get some good BP for this as well. Okay, sorry about that, guys. The video cut out there, but I placed a fence in here, but I think we're actually using everybody in this battle, which is actually pretty cool. All I did was like place a fence down. I'm gonna try and utilize some of like this stuff that like you guys were telling me to do as well. I don't know how well I'm gonna implement all the stuff, but because it was a lot, but it was very helpful. It was definitely very helpful. Utilizing our potions more, our second abilities more, our positioning more, getting as much AP as possible is also a good idea too. We have all of our party members here, so it actually shouldn't be too difficult of a thing to overcome here. So, for example, should we start with...
Let's freaking go!
Because we can get an attack boost for every character here, right? If you do this. And then we have... Let's see.
Allow me to trim down their numbers. I've got this.
Might not be the best option to start off with, but I feel like we should set up some fences as well.
Perfect here.
Let's freaking go!
Just to like, again, it's not going to be perfect, but at least we can like slow them down somewhat, you know what I mean?
This will show them.
So we can come up with like some strategies as well.
Say when.
Like even like, maybe we should let them put up some fences on this side actually.
I can do this much.
And it's just so like we can get maybe some, because we only have 1 AP left, but so we can get some better positioning on this as well, you know?
My turn. Leave it to me.
One thing people are saying as well, like sometimes I do neglect sides as well, which is definitely something we don't want to do either. These guys are not gonna, yeah, we might as well get rid of Big Boy here, right? We might as well.
Yes, leave it to me. Here we go. All well.
Yeah, I think it's perfectly fine to get rid of Big Boy right now.
Here we go.
Debuffs as well. Right. Slow their movement.
How's about one of these?
Oh my god. Let's go. Okay, let's try it out. Let's try it out. Let's see how this is gonna go. Again, look, it's putting them all in one place, not a bad thing either. Coupling them all together with some of the enemies, not a bad decision. Jesus Christ. They love attacking those fences, but that's what we want though, you know?
Let's do it to it.
We could start with this as well. Should we take it? Okay, hold on a second here. I wonder, should we...
Let me at him.
take an attack potion for our boy
Give it
here
to him. I'll show you what's up.
and do just a crazy shot within these guys here? Because these guys are shocked, right? Maybe? At least it'll thin out the crowd a bit.
That's what I'm talking about.
But again, we want to make sure we're getting as much AP as possible.
Let's go.
But there's just a lot of enemies here. There's a lot of enemies. To even get to the other guys, we're going to have to do a lot of crazy stuff here as well.
Ready whenever. My turn. I'll put
I think
this
so.
together.
I think so.
Time for battle.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. This is going to get us some AP. It's going to thin out these enemies as well. We can also boost our attack, like, permanently, I guess, with that Helenia as well.
Time to move. How's this? Time for battle. Die.
Which we could definitely do that with, like,
Let's go.
and it's a permanent attack boost, you know what I mean? That's not bad. Let's try it out.
Let's do this.
Is there any way that Hold on a second here. How can we... Is there any way we can get you, like, more AP?
Ready whenever.
No, we can't get her up there as well. We can't get her up there.
I'm prepped and ready. Ready as I'll ever be. Here's one for Zap.
Take some defense potion as well.
Let me at him.
Rev it up.
If we take another attack potion for our boy here.
Setting it up. Let's give it to him.
Didn't do a lot. But... Yeah, maybe not the best decision in the world, but... It's a big crowd. It's a big crowd of enemies. But we have the defense. Look at the mountain of them there. There's so much.
My body!
Yeah, we have to get rid of the little ones as well because they're the immediate threat to that thing as well. And Shoma's ability is actually very good if we can get it boosted as well, which we can if we do a special attack with the last resort. What's the best way to do this? I'm trying to get a good angle on this maybe. I'm thinking here, right? Or there? No, because we get three, we get hit 3 out of this. Of the big boys. I'm gonna get more AP out of that too. And then we can use Shoma to get the other side as well.
Ear up.
The angle's always very weird now when we do this. It's over here, isn't it?
I'll try not to run away.
If you use defense mode here,
Maybe this will do something.
and then do
I'll
the
do
aggression
what
signal.
little I can. I'll get in their way for once.
And so all of them are like aggressively attacking. But we have to wait until the next turn to be able to like attack all of them.
Locked and loaded.
Deadlights here as well.
Out of the way.
And while yes, getting as much AP as possible, yeah, like here, like for example, but also like I feel like there is like as you guys are saying as well, there's like the idea that like threats to that thing is also very important too, which those little guys would have got up and attacked that as well. Not that it would have like mattered too much, but still, they're kind of like preoccupied with that as well. Impact stab would probably be better actually, if it pushed across there. Maybe not. This is tough. It is tough sometimes to like, maneuver around all this stuff here as well.
Just watch me. Let me handle
We
it.
could use a, well, also we could just like,
Prepped and ready.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
I'll show you what's up.
oh yeah.
I'll hit you with all I got.
Really nice. Really, really nice.
You saw
While
that,
gaining,
right?
I did see it. It was
Let's do
fantastic.
this.
While gaining some AP as well. How far can you move? Because I'm wondering if you get these guys.
I'm
No,
ready
yeah,
whenever.
you can hit them twice and you'll be able to get them.
Hauling ass. Full throttle. Oh yeah.
And we have another ability here to gain some attack as well. Let's see. Because we can get rid of those guys with Shoma's ability. I know we can.
I got this.
We can do a little turn here as well. For the little guys. We can't use you right now.
My turn.
Airblade. Oh yeah, we have new abilities. We've been like, what do we do here?
That's it.
Just to stop him from attacking this thing as well.
Yes, leave it to me.
and good to go. I've got your back.
Yeah, okay. Okay. This will work out. I think this will work out. See, that's something like you guys are saying that too. Like, yeah, AP is important, but also making sure like immediate threats are the most important thing to get to, right? Now here, this will be fine. But now it's actually gonna be grand. It's actually gonna be more than grand. We have this. Look at that as well. Special attack.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Avenge Buster. What's the best shot we can do here? Here? For sure. Right? For sure. Or here? Yeah. Closest to it as well. Unless we go over here, but I don't think we can reach over there.
I'll defend all of you.
Shoma's ability is really, really cool.
I actually did it.
You did fantastic. Well done. Really well done.
Time for me to move. Let's get to the
We're back to having an ability as well, so we can actually like use that for something too. But like, I don't think we'll need to even at this point.
Hauling ass.
Honestly, we could use it over here with the out my way. Like, just to get rid of this guy.
Eat my
Yep.
dust.
I feel like I'm not gonna be able to utilize all the tips given to me in a battle that is kind of like not as like. I don't want to say not as much stakes, but I definitely feel like, you know, it's like one of those things where it feels like I'm, you know,
I've got
it
this.
feels like I'm not in like a crazy amount of like danger, you know what I mean? And like I feel like we're not in a crazy amount of danger comparatively to what we were in that other battle. But yeah, like utilizing the fences, utilizing potions more, and stuff like this is actually like such a good idea.
I'm good to go.
We don't need to do that. We just attack.
Let's get to the killing.
Focusing on every side, making sure every side is accounted for is also like another thing you guys are saying too. Are you the last enemy alive?
Take this.
Oh, there's one more. There's probably one more out there. But this is over then. Yeah. Yeah. Using our second abilities, we used some of them there too. Hopefully we did okay with that. Yes, yeah, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, because to summarize a lot of the tips I got for battle, it was utilize potions more, focus on, don't ignore different sides, focusing on immediate threats, which I don't think I did amazing at that there. We could have done a little bit better at that.
You never know when.
There's also the idea of utilizing second skills and upgrading skills. So like I should be focusing on like, you know, not just using the skills that I'm very comfortable with as well. Getting AP as much as possible, and the quickest way to get AP and stuff like this as well. Like also utilizing self-sacrifices as well to boost our character's damage up as well is another thing that like can go really well also. Like there's so many tips. There's so many tips, and like I'm gonna try and implement them into like the big battles as well. Because there, like I don't think there's like, you know, we were fine there, but things will obviously get like more tough in other battles that we're gonna have to implement all like the different tips and stuff like that. But I thank you for that, guys. With all the excitement of Moko showing up, I completely forgot. I was supposed to tell everyone about my encounter with the ghost boy the night before last. Yes, and the freaking crazy metal mood. You probably forgot about that maybe. I never figured out what happened after I was knocked out. He could still be in the school somewhere for all you know. That's a terrifying thought. That's a truly terrifying thought. If I start talking about that now, though, I'll probably only make everyone more confused. Talking me always thinking of others as well here. I resolved to bring it tomorrow instead. For now, it was late. I needed to get some sleep. Of course, you have to get your sleep. The battles are really, truly fun, guys. They're really fun. And I think that's what makes like working on them like even more fun, is like the idea that like, even though like I made a lot of mistakes and you guys give me a lot of tips, it just makes me excited to do another one.
Up and out of troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for prepare. Be ready.
Another day. Time to get to the cafeteria and tell everyone about what happened. So we're actually going to go do that right now. And it's not free time. Oh, she's out here. Nozomi. Which side? This side? She's she's gonna see me jogging like this. She's like, wow, he's so fast. Moko's still unconscious. She's able to swallow liquid, and sometimes she seems like she's vaguely aware of her surroundings. I can't help but worry though. I'm gonna stay by her side until she's ready to wake up. That's fair enough. That's going to be a lot of work. Remember to take care of yourself as well, okay? I know. I came back to change and freshen up, but I should be getting back to Moko now. A very caring person here. The longer Moko stays unconscious, the worse Nozomi is going to feel. I hope she wakes up soon. Yeah, no, she's very, very caring with Moko as well. But as Takumi said, you have to be able to take care of yourself to take care of someone else, you know? And sometimes, you do neglect that, especially when you are, like, working so hard to take care of somebody. I was expecting a peaceful morning. Those hopes were shattered the moment I got inside the cafeteria. What happened?
I told you! I've had enough!
Wait, what? Kako! Oh, no. Kako and Ima, they're actually here today? What's going on? Kako! Hey, Kako, what's up? Is something wrong? Is she finally saying that she wants to do something? I can't take it anymore. I'm always doing what my brother tells me, staying in my room all day. I've had enough of it. Oh, he's like gone. She's speaking up for herself. At this rate, we'll pass the whole 100 days just hiding, not doing anything useful. Oh, and she's crying as well. But like, I'm so proud of her for like speaking up for herself, honestly, like, because she deserves to do the stuff she wants to do as well. You know? 100%. I don't want that. I want, oh, and she's like, but see, it's not like this happy, big, gigantic, like, oh my god, yes moment, because again, it's probably very stressful to even like bring this up for her brother, you know?
I want to fight too!
Oh
Just
my
like everyone
god,
else.
Kako. Okay, no, it is a big moment. I was like, it's not a big happy moment, but honestly, like, even through the tears, I'm so happy she's finding the strength to say this. We knew she had that feeling, and look at her now, all the emotions as well. You do? Well, it's about time. Oh, look, Takuma was smiling, but hey, better late than never. Of course you can join the team. Let's 86 those invaders and save the world together. Of course, acceptance right away. Acceptance right away.
Don't be so ridiculous. Who gives a rat's ass about the world?
IMA. What was that? All of you. Do you see what you've done? Are you proud of yourselves? She came to this conclusion herself, IMA. All of your ridiculous talk of teamwork and fighting for a greater cause has been poisoned my dear sister's mind. No, she just has her own mind. Nobody's poisoned me, brother dearest. Look at these like we haven't even seen these like sprites, these drawings of Kako yet. Why are you always like this? You never let me do anything. This has gone to a breaking point for her, right? A stress breaking point. Man, seeing Kako cry breaks my heart. You never even called me by my name. Do you have any idea how much I hate that sister dearest stuff? Oh my god. She just wants him to call by her name as well. Oh, Kako. I know you don't want me to get hurt, but I can't go on like this anymore. And that's the crux of it. And she knows that you care. She knows that you want to protect her. But she needs to make up her own mind. Everyone is working so hard putting their lives in the line while we just keep ourselves safe.
If you want to be a coward, you can do it alone.
Kako. That is huge for Kako. Absolutely huge. Because here's the thing, I always thought that it was so, that two things could happen. Either this was gonna go so bad that like they just like this, you know, because like again it's a Kodaka game, so I always think that like maybe Kako was like this Kako situation was gonna get really bad. But the fact that she's standing up for herself, right? The fact that she's speaking her own mind, telling him what he wants to do, this is a great step for her. A coward, sister dearest, why would you say such an awful thing to me? And he's just lost. Look at his eye. He can't even see his eyes. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. How much longer is this family drama going to go on? I'm falling asleep over here. Kurara, no offense to you. I've literally been waiting for Kako to like get to this conclusion for herself for hours in this game. So long. Maybe even 10 hours at this stage. Maybe even longer at this stage. If you really count like before when we wanted them to fight along with us. But for Kako to speak up for herself, it's a huge moment. Don't put in. They need to work this out between the two of them. Exactly, Tsubasa. You're so right. It needs to be said. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna feel bad. But most things that drive progress usually do kind of hurt sometimes. Oh my god, Kako. She's pleading with you, Ima. For once, just listen to me. Let me do what I want. This is important. Let me fight. Oh my god, the tears. Ima, please.
Let me do something that matters. That's all I asked.
I'm so proud of this girl. So proud of her. Well, this is surprising. I don't think I've ever heard you speak so forcefully, Sister Dearest. Okay, okay. You're really serious about this, aren't you? I guess there's only one thing for me to do then. What's that?
I have to punish you for stepping so far out of line and give you a thorough re-education.
Oh my god, Ima, no. No, 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 Ima, this is not the way to do this. No, Ima, don't, no. This is your sister. This is the person you wanted to protect. You wanted to protect her. Come on back to your room. You need a stern talking to. No, 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 no. You have to listen to her, Ima. This is the person that you adore, you love. Ima, please don't even talk like this. No, oh, no, 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 Ima. No, she's not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere, Ima. Come on, Sister Dearest. Do as your dear brother says. No, 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 no. Ima grabbed Kako-san and started dragging her towards the door. No! Before we could get there. That's enough. Give it a rest, man. Exactly. Thank you, Takamoto. Thank you. Takamoto stepped in to block their path. I don't care if you're a brother. You got no right to treat Kako like this. Thank you, Takamoto. Oh my god. If you really love her, you shouldn't you respect her opinion a little more. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's the girl. That's the sister you love. That girl is the person you love. Like, legitimately. The person you adore more than anyone else. And if you truly adore, you should. Like, this is so good from Takamoto. What did you say? Let me see. Do you have any right to decide what's best for my dear sister?
I have to protect her from
Oh
herself.
my god.
If necessary. Now, get out of my way!
You forget how good the voice acting is, but like the thing is as well, guys, this moment here is so huge. Because this is kind of what we've been... I feel like this is what we've been saying. In his mind, stifling her, and again, I don't agree with it, is protecting her. He believes that he's protecting her from himself, so he's protecting her from the outside world. Not understanding that, like, the best way that she can grow is to make decisions for herself. And she's doing that here, and she should be. You should be proud of her. Ima moved too fast for me to follow. One moment he was reaching into his pocket. What? Ima? What? He shoved something sharp and deadly into Takamoto's side. What? No, 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 Ima! That is not... No.
Sakamaru!
No.
You piece of shit.
Ima, what the hell?
It's your own fault for interfering.
And this isn't him, like, he genuinely believes this.
I am my dear sister's protector. Her rock. Her guiding light. Her everything.
He genuinely believes this, and that's why he freaking stabbed him in the freaking stomach. Look at this.
Her happiness is my responsibility, and mine alone.
That is not... What just happened?
She is what gives my life meaning.
This is not what I expected to happen at all.
I would do anything to keep her safe. Any act of violence, or cowardice, or cruelty.
Oh, but this isn't good. This isn't the way to do it. Look what you just did.
Nothing is too extreme for me.
Holy hell. I am legitimately like shaking. I have like chills. This is a brutal step, Ima. It's a brutal step. Takamura fell to the floor and red puddles spread out beneath him. The thing is, Ima genuinely believes this. In his mind, he genuinely believes this. To the point that he would do this to Takamaro. And of course, it's probably like bringing him back to like all the times that he would have to do this in like the streets and stuff. But this is a dangerous step, guys. Not only grabbing onto Kako and trying to drag her out of the room, but to stab Takamaro? No freaking way, straight up shivved him. There's so much blood. Kind of gets you in the mood, doesn't? No, not really. The killing games have finally started. I got, like, Durumi, usually I'd be so happy to hear this, but this is such a crazy moment for me. We have to stop the bleeding. This is a law. We can use the tea cloth for bandages. Someone help me tear it up into strips. But if I touch it, my total failure of pathogens could infect the wound. No, do not. Nobody worry about this right now. Never mind that. Just do it. We all crowd around doing whatever we could to help our fallen friend. And he was standing up for Kako. The culprits escaped. Did he bring Kako? Kurara was right. While the rest of us were busy tending to talk about his injury, Ima disappeared with Kako. And he's taking Kako with him. And Takamaru was literally just like, he saw like this gal being grabbed by the wrist, being dragged out of the room, and he said, I'm not having this. They're about gone. Wasn't anyone watching the door? The coward, a true warrior, would stay and face retribution for his actions. He literally said to us, Kiyoshika, and I'm not giving out to Kiyoshika, I don't hope it doesn't sound like that. He literally said to us, he would commit any act of cowardice to make sure they stayed safe. Just look at all that blood. I'm about to start drooling. We can deal with those two later. Right now, Takamaru takes priority. I think he's passed out from losing so much blood. We should dress the wound and get him somewhere he can rest. There's no rush. If he dies, we can just take him to the infirmary and bring him back. That is true, but again, Jerome also always has this very dark logic, but it is logic. You know what I mean? It's dark and you don't want to even think about it, but it's logic. We still have to try save him. Someone help me with his legs. We did our best to get Takamaru patched up, then Eito, Yagamu, Gaku, and I carried him back to his room. That's 2 patients unconscious now. Where's Ima gonna hide? Is this his room? It looks really cool. Alright, lower him down gently. Right. Once we got him to bed, we thought the hard part was over, but we were wrong. No, Takamaru's eyes flew open and he immediately tried to get back up. Oh, Takamaru, no, lie down. Son of a bitch, where is he? I'm gonna tear him limb from fucking... No, please, just lie down. Please. Stop moving around. You're gonna make it worse. You need to rest. This scratch, it barely even hurts. You're not feeling anyone, man. He cut you open. Of course it hurts. Of course it is. And it's almost like he even knew where to stab as well. He went up as well. Bringing you back to full health with Revivomatics always an option. What do you say? I can make it quick. Don't give me that dying in battle is one thing, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let something like this do me in. Of course, death isn't something to be treated lightly, even if we have the option to bring people back.
Hey!
In that case, you'll have to stay here and rest until your wounds are healed. Don't tell me what to do. I can get up. Just see, what did I tell you? Damn it! I'll get that little bastard for this. No one pulls a knife in Takamaru Yaku Shishi and gets away with it. You guys hear that? Ima's mine. Don't go passing any vigilante justice until I'm back on my feet. He is literally telling us not to even go near Ima until he gets back up. We had like this peaceful unity in this group, right? And Ima's own, like, and it is delusion. It's delusion in his mind that he has built up this wall in his mind that he believes that he has to protect Kako, even though Kako was literally being protected by Takamaru. You know what I mean? But in his mind, he saw Takamaru as a danger to her. Like, what the hell? Not like I was about to go after him anyway. I just don't understand. Why would he do something like this to a friend? I don't know if Ima considers us that way, but also at the same time, Ima, it was a shocking moment, but as the dust is settling, you can think about this and go, he has been adamant that he, in his mind, is his sister's protector. And in that moment, he told us all the stuff they had to do in the streets, all that stuff they did before. He is going to do anything if it keeps in his mind the idea of what it means to protect his sister. That's what he's going to do. If I stood up for Kako there, if Shoma did, if anyone did, I guarantee you, like, she would do it. He would do it, I should say. He's always been protective of Kako, but this is taking you to another level. Damn it all to hell when I get my hands on him. Why'd it have to be Takamaru we lashed out at? Things are only going to get worse now. And Takamaru was literally trying to, like, protect Kako. We spent the rest of the day tending to Takamaru, forcing him back down whenever he tried to get up. Eventually he fell asleep and we finally felt confident leaving him alone. It was pretty late by the time I got back to my room. Can we not check on Kako? I know that, like, Takamaru told us to leave him alone, but, like, Kako was not in a good state either. She was bawling her eyes out. What a day. Could we go check on Kako? As if we didn't have enough on our plates with Moko's condition, now we have to worry about Ima going postal on us too. He's really gone too far this time. What was he thinking? It is too far. Huh? What's that? As I looked absently around the room, I caught the sight of something that hadn't been there before. Wait, what's this? There's a scrap of paper by the door. How did this get there? And you're gonna notice this type of stuff so quickly, with such like empty rooms. This is such a crazy moment that happened here, guys. Some kind of note that'll leave it for me while I was gone. I need to calm down a second because we just had like a stabbing in the cafeteria. Holy hell. I picked up the paper and turned it over to find a message on the other side. The handwriting was rough and messy as if it had been written in a hurry. Oh. Sorry guys, tears just welled up in my eyes. Please convince my brother to let me fight. I don't even know what to say. She is, pretty much being held captive by IMA at this stage. By IMA's own delusions. We have to help her. I will. I'll make it for every fiber of my being. I will make sure we convince IMA that she deserves to make her own decisions. Because clearly what's happening now is that, like, I thought like, hey, let's just get Kako and then contain IMA for a bit or something, you know? But what's actually happening now, it seems to me anyway, it could change, is that we're worried. I'm guessing the characters are worried that if we get too close to them right now in this situation, if we try to just take Kako by force, someone else is going to get hurt. Or Kako could get hurt. Is this... I don't recognize the writing, but given the content, this could only have come from Kako. She must have slipped it away from IMA at some point and slid it under my door. And she wants me to get IMA to change his mind. That's quite the tall order. He doesn't seem like he's the kind of guy who can be won over with a little argument. Not to mention, if I say the wrong thing, that's exactly what I was saying. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. What a stressful day. What a stressful few days.
Eddie, so you never know. Well then.
And then we have to think about the invaders attacking as well. It's really getting late. I must have spent more time with Takamura than I realized. Maybe I should note to everyone in the morning and ask them what they think I should do. I wonder if it's going to be another convincing minigame. If I'm going to talk him around, I need all the help I can get. Still puzzling over Kako's request, I slipped into a light, troubled sleep. My 52nd day at the last Defense Academy was over, and I wasn't sorry to see it go either. One of the craziest days we've ever had. Probably one of the most emotionally draining days as well.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine!
I'm just so, like, defeated. You know? Oh. You'll be calling me this early. So now we have to, before we open the door, we have to convince IMA to just, like, lay off Kako. She has a mind of her own. That was a huge moment for her, and it was dashed in just a quick moment. And she probably, the reason why she didn't resist against IMA was probably because she saw what he did. And she's probably seen him do that before to protect her in the streets. You know what I mean? Still feeling groggy, opened the door and was met with a bright greeting and cheery smile. Oh. Legitimately the last person I was expecting. Good morning, Mr. Sumino. IMA. Forgive me for skipping the small talk. I'm going to come right out and ask. Are you hiding something from me? IMA, you stabbed someone yesterday. Hiding something? Perhaps I'm just imagining it. But then again, maybe I'm not. Oh my god, that face as well. He used this in the cafeteria too. Well, which is it? What? Wait, what? Is this an actual choice? What the hell? No, we can't betray Kako's trust. I just want to be sure I heard you correctly. Are you hiding something from me or not? No, we can't betray Kako's trust, right? I just want to be sure I heard you correctly. Oh wait, we have to choose this? I wouldn't say I was hiding it from you, but I did find a note from Kako last night. Wait, so we have to choose this choice? Okay. But legitimately, you know what? To explain the canon of what's going on here, why we can't choose this choice, I genuinely think what's happened here is that we said no. He knows something is hidden, and he's like right in our face. And he asked 3 times even though we said no, and we changed it to yes. That's my canon for this. I never actually saw her though. She probably just slipped it onto the door. I didn't want to like say this because I thought like, it does look like my dear sister's handwriting. May I? Without waiting for an answer, Ima took the note and screwed up into a tight ball. What are you doing? My dear sister clearly put a lot of stock in your oratory skills. If she thinks they'd work on me. How we make a deal, Mr. Sumida? What's the deal? A deal? If you really need more firepower, I don't mind joining the team. No. Wait, he's... What? I do have one condition though. You have to convince my dear sister not to... Wait! Kako wants us to convince him to let her fight. And he wants us to convince her to not fight so he'll fight. Oh no. Convince Kako? She's going through a rebellious phase. No, don't talk like that. No matter what I say, she refuses to see sense. She's going through a phase where she's finally being herself and speaking for herself. I'd like to use your challenge for talking to people to get her to give up on this silly notion of fighting like the rest of you. If you do that, I'll gladly put my life on the line instead. You really mean that? Yeah, but like, we can't. Kako wants to be... We can't... Kako wants to fight. Cross my heart. And I believe him. Any attempt to put my dear sister on the battlefield is doomed to failure. She's meant to be protected, not a protector. She just needs someone to convince her that this is for the best. That's where you come in. If you can manage that, I'll do enough fighting for the both of us. I believe him 110%. But that doesn't change the fact. At all. In any way, shape, or form, that Kako wants to fight. Do we have a deal?
Duh?
No way. No. No. Do we have a deal? No. 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 It's yeah, okay. And then the canon of this, he gets right in her face, makes us say yes. Alright, I have a feeling you're not going to take no for an answer. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. He isn't. Another astute observation. Thank you for making this so easy, Mr. Sumino. Believe me, you've made the right choice. My dear sister's a lot of things, but a fighter is not one of them. If one of us to get her hands dirty, it should be me. Anyone could see that. Yeah, but like, you don't know who she truly is if you don't let her be yourself. Okay, just as long as you hold up your end of the deal. I've already given my word. Do I look like a liar to you? Again, I believe you. Man, it had to be like the one with the prettiest hair who had to be the stabber. Yes, that's why I mentioned it. By the way, what if I can't persuade her? What will you do then? Such a negative attitude. It'll become you, Mr. Sumino. If that does happen, though, maybe I'll just break down the door to the defense room and end the war that way. No. So as long as my dear sister can live the rest of her life in peace and safety, I don't care what happens to humanity or the planet, and I believe you. I believe you. If I judge that this war is putting her in undue danger, I won't hesitate to end it by any means necessary, and I believe you. He said all this with the same placid smile on his face that he always wore. If I didn't know better, I might have thought he was joking. Yes, but I believe him. 110%. If I didn't know better, though, behind that smile, he was dead serious. He is. It's like one of the most believable things anyone could say in this game. He would gladly doom humanity if it meant keeping his sister safe. She really is his entire world. And again, we talked about... I don't even have to talk about it greatly because I've talked about it through this entire game. Right? Like, what he's doing now is legitimately wrong, right? The whole hurting Takamoto, the not letting her speak for herself, that's wrong. We know this is wrong. I don't even have to say, you guys know it's wrong. But it's very clear that this is still started from a place of the crap that they had to go through to the point that he is willing to just stab someone instantly because he deems her in danger, right? He deems her in danger. He's like, how stuck in his own mind is he that he saw Takamoto, and let's look at the reality of the situation. Takamoto was protecting Kako. from getting grabbed by the wrist and dragged out of the room. That's what Takamata was doing. And that's what we all saw. In Ima's mind, what he saw in his mind, I need to protect my sister from Takamata. That's all he saw. When he stabbed him, I'm protecting my sister. When he came here and tried to stifle her being herself, I'm protecting my sister. That's all he sees. I'm protecting her. I'm protecting her. I'm protecting her. But again, it's because this stuff that has happened to him in his past, this trauma, these situations they've gone through, has clouded his mind to the point that he can only see one truth, and that's this truth that he has in his mind that is clouding him. Now that's settled, you should get to work. If you can't talk around by the time Mr. Yakushiji recovers, it will only complicate matters.
Hey!
And remind me, whose fault is that? Guilty as charged. Well, oh my god, he's like the funniest character ever as well. Like, why did the one who like makes me laugh the most have to be the stabber? Ima waved nonchalantly and sauntered out of the room, looking like he didn't have a care in the world. So it turns out I'll be trying to convince Kako, not Ima. I don't like it, but Ima hasn't given me a lot of choice. He's not going to budge on this, I can tell. And honestly, he does have a point about Kako not being much of a fighter. How do we know? Shoma is beast. Shoma's a destructive force now. You know? I didn't expect Kako to be such a fighter, but there he is, you know? I'll have to act like I've accepted a request and turn around her once she's opened up to me. Kind of rotten thing to do, but it's for the greater good. I'll start by asking the others about her. We're doing a convincing time. Oh, I don't want to do this, though. This feels so bad. And it's intentional, by the way. I want to make it clear. I know the game is intentionally trying to make us feel bad here. The game is intentionally trying to make us feel like we are betraying her trust. They said it there. He said it's a bad thing to do. The game is legitimately not hiding away from the fact that we are doing something that you wouldn't agree with. And sometimes I like that the game doesn't shy away from that. I talked about this before. That the game will legitimately say like, hey, you're doing a scummy thing right now. Like, remember before when we like had to like, what was it with the other convincing stuff? I remember even, I said with one of them, I was like I think I said like with the idea, I mean, I think it was with Tsubasa. Like, our character legitimately said, like, you know, before he got there, was like, hey, this is kind of a sucky thing to do, but I gotta do it, you know what I mean? I gotta do it. Or else they're gonna get hurt. The same with Gaku, you know? And there is this, like, feeling, like, and I do like that the game doesn't shy away from the fact it doesn't act like all of our characters are perfect in any way, shape, or form. There is no part of this game that ever tells you these characters are perfect or tries to act like they're better than anyone else. Oh, yeah, what the hell? Guys, I was so lost in thought there that I saw Takamaro. It just felt natural for him to be here. And I was just like, oh, it's Takamaro. And then it's like, oh my god. What the hell? This little scrape's nothing. Kako apologized for her, you know. She ain't so bad. It's the asshole brother, but that's the problem. Kako apologized? It seems like she's getting tired of putting up with him too. I thought she was pretty badass, speaking up about how she wants to fight. That shit saying just had to go and screw it up. That's the thing, Takamaro not only like wanted to protect her, because that's just him, he also saw it as badass. He was like, this girl's standing up to him like this. Oh my god. Calm down, you'll make the wound worse if you get worked up. By the way, do you know anything about Kako? I'm trying to learn more about her. Let me see. When I was screwing around with my ride, she came to talk to me. Seriously? Said she wanted to try driving it, but I shot her down. Can't do that without a license. Oh my god. Oh, you're surprised I'm sad about that kind of thing. He is a caring person. He is. Damn right I am. It's against the law. Okay. We'll still accept you. Oh yeah, but that sounds so bad. That sounds like I'm like shaming him for that. No, he's 100% correct to work within the laws of not letting someone on a bike without a license. I want to make that clear. I just didn't expect him to be like, it's against the law, you know? But he is, I guess, a law-abiding citizen. I didn't mean to make it sound like I was like, F the laws, you know what I mean? Like, because some laws are there for a reason and they're good. You know what I mean? Someone not getting on a bike without knowing how to ride a bike is actually, believe it or not, a good law. That reminds you, want this thing? A bicycle. Are we gonna make a bicycle for her? Out in the ruins, it won't warrant a shit, but it's still usable. Are we actually gonna give her a bicycle? That's so sweet. Bikes ain't so bad, you know. I patrolled the turf with one until I got my license. Thanks, I'll take it. Sure, do what you want with it. Smack people with it. Cuddle it. Sorry, I think I opened up a wound a little. Gonna go back to my room and rest. Please do. His mouth is freaking bleeding. Takamaru doesn't seem like he was recovering very well, but I can use this bike for something. Yeah. Takamaru's a sweetheart. He's an absolute sweetheart. And I can only imagine Kako coming in being like, hey, look at this bike, you know? Because again, we saw that the game is very good at like showing that like she has been trying to like, you know, become more independent, whether it be talking to us about the battle or giving us some, or saying she was inspired by us, talking to us through the intercom during the battle. She has been trying to become more independent, and I hope that she's able to get there. Okay, so let's see who else we can talk to here as well. I saw we could talk to IMA, which is going to be very interesting as well. And I want to make it clear as well, guys, like, I always want the best resolution for everybody in this place. That's what I want, right? I think you guys know that, right? I don't even have to say that. I want the best resolution for everybody. But obviously, as you guys know, like, this is a serious situation. Let's talk to Shoma. Info about Kako. Huh? Yeah, can you tell me what you know about her? Conversations you've had with her or anything like that? I'm sorry, but I don't really talk to Kako very often. I wanted to catch any airborne particles from a pessimistic fungus like me. Oh, come on, Shoma. Haven't you interacted with her at all? Though, come to think of it, when I was starting Takamaru's super intense to hell back training regimen, Kako did drop in on us, yeah? Before she could say anything, Ima showed up and took her back to her. See what I mean? There's like little hints of her wanting to like get involved in stuff. Can you imagine how cute that would have been if she was involved in the training regimens too? Maybe she wanted to train with you. She does seem pretty enthusiastic about joining the fight. You know, you could sense the seed for change and growth so much in that gal. You can. So much to it the whole game. You think so? I thought for sure she came to observe a social oddity on a verge of death driven with sweat and thought, no, she wanted to get involved with the bikes. She wanted to get involved with this stuff. And she probably, judging so far anyway, like, twice she went to see Takamaru. I'm still curious about what the training involved. No one could have expected as dramatic as transformation as yours. If that's the case, maybe you like this. It's a tire for what? Part of the training was having a robot pulling a tire. If you're interested, I feel free to use it yourself, Takumi. That's a very good training, actually. Lifting up and throwing down a tire is very good, too. It activates a lot of muscles. I love that sprite for you, Shoma. Don't worry, I fully disinfected it. My inferiority spores aren't on anymore. Thank you, I guess. Please don't think about it this way. You're amazing. Okay, thanks. I don't plan on doing any training, but maybe I can use this for something. Might as well hold on to it. You stay in that sprite forever. We love that sprite. I'm going to Ima last because it seems, you know, he is like the brother, you know? He is like the big part of this as well. Oh, and Kako too. I just realized it's Kako as well. Because I just saw Shoma went to Shoma. So let's go to Ima now, because Kako, you know, Kako's... This is tearing me up, man. This whole thing. How's it going, Mr. Sumino? Please be careful not to let onto my dear sister that you're trying to convince her, not me. I understand, but I need your help too. Your brother and sister, you must have some info about her you can share, right? I'd rather not let a single soul know any private details about my darling sister, but I suppose I have no choice this time. What would you like to know? Well, do you know anything about what she wants right now? That would unlikely be a motorcycle, or more precisely, a scooter. She wants a scooter. A scooter? Yeah! Our father was a detective. He often rode a scooter to work on an old-fashioned one that made her want one as well. This is the first I've heard about your father being a detective. Well, he and our mother both passed away from a traffic accident while we were in elementary school. In spite of that, my dear sister's always admired our father's detective work. I see. Ever since our parents died, it's just been the two of us. We ate whatever we could to survive. We begged and even dumpster dived. It's so rough, isn't it? But like, she has like, I guess, an admiration for detectives and her father who had a scooter. I've done so many foul things for the sake of money, and I definitely, again, believe that as well. I believe that. Like, they've gone through so much. So much. Weren't they an adults who could take care of you? The world sucks, Takumi. I just gotta be honest with you. Like, especially for, like, you know, kids on the street. Of course, we had relatives who said they'd take care of us. Let's just say we've seen no shortage of dark side of adults like that. Yeah. Yep. Trust is worn out for Ima on the world. that anyone would actually truly be trying to help him or his sister. The dark side of adults can refer to many, many things, and a lot of things you can get into with that. But the crux of it is disgusting adults who do disgusting things, who don't deserve to be anywhere near someone who is down in the luck, and also like don't deserve respect, or yeah, it's just horrible, absolutely horrible, the stuff they had to go through. They clearly had to go through. What? That's why I decided to never trust anyone. As long as I had my dear sister, that was enough for me. Ima. I don't want my dear sister to see how foul this world truly is. I'm the only one who needs to bear that shame. Once again, the stuff that Ima has had to do to protect his sister, in his mind to protect his sister, and legitimately to protect each other on the streets, whether it be making money or getting food. I can only imagine the stuff that he's gone through. I can only imagine. Like, and when he says this stuff, I guess you guys are saying it's like almost like it makes me shut down a bit, because I'm just like, man, no one deserves to like describe their experience of life like this, and to have their experience of life be this. Aha! I'll do whatever it takes for her sake, even if it means licking a stranger's boots. And again, I believe him 100%. So that's the reason for his strange attachment to Kako. 100%. This is a guy who, in his mind, has built up a brick wall where his sister and him are behind it. And anything that breaches through that brick wall, whether it's someone trying to make a door just to get through and make sure the both of them are okay, or to make sure Kako's okay, whether it's someone trying to like, you know, ask Kako out just to hang out a bit or whatever, or to like, you know, hey, let her think for herself. He sees all of that. Anything beyond that brick wall is danger. And he's built that up through the years of doing things that no one should have to do under those circumstances, right? Under the circumstances of duress, homelessness clearly, and living on the streets. Absolutely horrible. And you, Mr. Stone, have been tasked with convincing my dear sister not to fight. Please take this assignment seriously. Ima had a lot of good info to offer. So Kako wants an old-fashioned scooter, huh? I have to remember that. And you guys get what I'm saying when I'm saying that. There's like, and you guys probably know that too. The way I figuratively describe it is like he's built up a brick wall, right? And the way I'd even describe it better is Kako's on the other side of the brick wall, and he's in front of the brick wall, making sure no one comes near the brick wall. And little does he know that inside the brick wall, Kako is, you know, suffering because she can't be herself or speak up for herself, and she's not allowed. And it's suffocating her. It's claustrophobic. But to him, that brick wall is what has saved her this whole time. The idea of, I will save her no matter what, I will do everything, I will lick someone's boots, I will do all these foul, quote unquote foul things, I will stab someone. In his mind, all the stuff he has gone through has built up to that brick wall. And it's horrible to think about what they went through, and it makes me so sad. It really does make me so sad. To think that anyone could would have to go through that, you know, is a horrible thing. Legitimately so. It's so bad. My gal, how are you doing? I was talking about, did you get a note I wrote you? I did. I legitimately did, and I was so up for helping you. The one about convincing Ima? And she's so hopeful as well. Look at her. Oh, good, you did get it. I wrote it so I could ask you for help without my dear brother finding out. I'm sorry to trouble you. There's no trouble at all. I want to help you so badly. So what do you think? Will you be able to convince him? This gal breaks my heart so much. She legit breaks my heart so freaking much. Well, I'm still getting all the information I can first. Oh no, she's so hopeful. Really, thank you, Takumi. But are you sure about this? He seems dead set on not letting you fight. Whatever, he's always treating me like a child, telling me sister dear is this and sister dear is that. And after what he did to Takamatsu, I've never seen this sprite from her either. She's very frustrated. He did cross the line there. It's true. He went to crazy levels to protect you. He's always been like that. He probably will be until the day I die. But I can't live like this again. She's suffocating. And look, the tears in her eyes as well. She's angry that he hurt Takamatsu. Of course she is. She's angry. Again, like I said, that analogy, she's suffocating. You know? She's suffocating right now. And the thing she said, he won't even say her name. And I wonder if that, for that with IMA, if it's like a thing where it's like, if he says her name, right, he has to acknowledge her not as just his sister that he's to protect, but a person herself. And that changes everything in his mind. Right? So what would you want to do if you could live your own life? I want to be a detective. She's very smart. A detective? It's just like the person I've always admired. But never mind about me. I'm counting on you, Takumi. Please convince my brother somehow. Kako, if the game allows me, I'm going to make sure that you come out of this situation better. I will try everything if the game allows me. If I press her any further, she might get suspicious. So Kako wants her independence so she can become a detective. But is that the only reason? Is there someone else who can help give us some info on a gift? It's loading something, so maybe it's loading something now. Yes, Tsubasa. Yeah. Sorry guys, a lot of this stuff is stopping me in my tracks. It really is. I've grown to care about this group of characters. I really have. And I want what's best for them. And I want everything to turn out okay. You want to know about Kako? I've only been able to talk to her a little every now and then. Anything you can tell me is fine. Well, I'm tinkering with cars in here. She always has a sparkle in her eyes. Yeah, she wants a scooter. And she's really enthusiastic when she asks me about bikes and driving techniques. I think she's into that stuff. I also think that, like, it's not a coincidence that, like, she's going around to all these groups and, you know, like, it's her trying to get involved with everyone in their own way as well, right? And, you know, you can see hers going to Takamatsu when they were both building stuff, and Tsubasa's when they're building stuff, because her wanting to, like, you know, is her interest in scooters. Her going to the training session was hoping that maybe she could, like, train too. I see, thanks, that helps a lot. It's nothing, don't mention it. Thank you, Tsubasa. By the way, check this out. It's a prototype I just finished. It's a custom-made, oh my god, it's a custom-made motorcycle engine. Pretty sweet, right? It is, yeah, but, like, I'm just happy you're happy. You know? I overhauled it in my spare time to relax. I tuned it up so much. It's gonna give a real smooth ride from now on. To be honest, I can't tell what's so special about it, but I'm glad you're happy. Well, yeah, that's same, honestly, same. Yep, I'm really proud of this one. I'm so happy you're proud and happy, Tsubasa. Honestly, it's making me feel a lot better. Like, I needed a bit of Tsubasa happiness and mood making to brighten this day. But this is only a prototype of something Takamatsu asked me to do, so I still got plenty more to work on. A motorcycle engine, huh? Hey, Tsubasa, you think you could have the prototype? It's fine with me, but does that mean you're building something, Takumi? Maybe. I don't know if it'll work yet, though. Thanks for the engine. And the info about Kako, too. It really helps. And now we're going to the gift-o-matic. So the thing Kako wants is a scooter. That would be on W, a motorcycle, or precisely a scooter. Amy said an old-fashioned scooter would make Kako happy. I've got all the materials. I better head over to the gift-o-matic and whip up an old-fashioned scooter right away. Wow, I like a nice green one as well. Alright, it's finished. Now I just have to give it to Kako and hope it helps convince her. We're going right now? How'd it go, Takumi? Were you able to convince my brother? You're giving me this scooter? It's the same model as the one my father rode. This is gonna hit like a ton of bricks, isn't it? It's amazing. It's like he's here with me again. I've always wanted a bike like this. Thank you, Takumi. You're very welcome. You're so welcome. Sorry, guys. I don't want to get emotional again over stuff like this, but I just like, she breaks my heart. She really does. Kako had tears of joy in her eyes. She's undoubtedly thinking about her father. She's bearing her soul like an innocent child. This is my chance to convince her. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this at all. I really don't. I'm so sorry for getting emotional, guys. I just like she's... Not only is she a character with so much seeds for growth and change, and she's such an intelligent character, but like she's such a sweet character as well, and hearing about her going around to everybody trying to get involved with this stuff and trying to get, you know, more involved with everybody and be part of the group, it breaks my freaking heart. To tell you the truth, there's something you and I need to talk about. We need to talk? It's about you wanting to ride the scooter too. Oh. No, it's not that. It's about IMA. I'm sorry, but I can't help you convince him. But why? You said you'd help me. Because I see this things the same way he does. You really are meant for the battlefield, Kako. I don't even want to say it. And we're just doing it right now. Just like this. How could you talk? I'm so sorry, Kako. Oh my god, you're giving me so happy.
But you only brought it here at my brother's suggestion to convince me. I won't change my mind, no matter what anyone says.
Do you have to say it's not like
I don't want
that?
us to run away from everything like cowards anymore. I want to be part of the team and fight beside
You see what I mean?
you.
Like, I want her to fight beside us as well. Like, legitimately, like, I want her to.
It's not like that.
It is like that though, right? But like, you know what I mean? Like, the way she's talking as well, she's so motivated. It's just like, really, you'd be better off not fighting. How can you say that, Takumi? Please hear me out. Ima's worried about you. He doesn't want the person he cares about most to be in danger. And I understand how he feels, that's why. But you're forcing me not to fight. This is so hard. It's always been this way. He always held me back, intervening and telling me it's for your own good, Sister Dearest. He won't even call me by my name. He only worries about himself.
He just controls me however he sees fit.
Do we have to just blatantly
I
just like agree with Ima
refuse
here?
to give in to him.
Look at her as well.
This
She's so...
time, I'll fight of my own free will.
You know what I mean? She's so like... And we're getting perfect every time by just like agreeing with Ima.
You're
But she's so
wrong,
motivated and like, you know what I mean? She's so like... It's so hard. Like, I love this enthusiasm from her as well. And the idea that we're kind of stifling this now just breaks my heart. How can you say that? Because Ima told me he'd fight in your place. That's why he asked me to come here. So I can convince you to stay out of danger. But do you think someone who just wants to control their sister would do something like that? We know he wants to protect her. We know, but it's also an aspect of control. There is an aspect of control there. He must care about you with all his heart. I have no doubt that he does care about her. But it's the aspect of control that's the issue. You're the only family he has. And now her head hurts as well because she's thinking about all this stuff.
Anyway, that has nothing to do with this. It's all just him deciding things in the end. I'm his only family, but he never discusses things with me. It's just so cruel.
You're as cruel as he is?
I hate him.
Do you really? Is that what we have to say? Yeah. That's a big deal saying I hate him though, right?
Really though?
And now she's crying. What do you mean? Like, again, I have no doubt that he cares about her, right? But it's the aspect of showing how you care is the issue. That's the issue I always have. She deserves to make her own decisions. I heard about your past from Ima. What? It's just been you two ever since your parents passed in that traffic accident, right? Your brother has desperately struggled to protect you since then. He'd literally do anything for you. Sure, he may be overbearing at times, but that just means his bond with you is deeper than anyone or anything else. Overbearing, he stabbed someone. It's a problem. I know, here's the thing. Takumi knows it's an issue as well, but he's doing this, like, to convince her because it's, like, a way of, like, appeasing this thing that he'll fight, and he believes it's for the greater good, right? So I know Takumi doesn't just believe absolutely everything, right? Because he wanted to convince Ima for Kako to fight. He would love to have Kako in with them. Your life here has been nothing but pain, but you were able to overcome it together. There's no way you could actually hate him, and I don't believe she hates him either. He cares about you with all his heart, and I think you care about him just as much as he cares about you, Kako. Oh God. This was a fast convincing.
We put our lives on the line in this war. We could die at any time. I wouldn't want someone I care about getting dragged into it. You lost your parents. You should understand that feeling.
Oh. Again, I think the game knows this is intentionally difficult. I think the game knows this.
So please, don't do anything reckless. Do it for the person who loves you more than anyone in the world.
Like, I get that Takumi's doing this so no one else gets stabbed, and also because Ima will literally destroy the thing behind the door. He will end this war. He will do all this stuff. I know that's the reason he's doing it. It doesn't make it any easier. You know how much you mean to Ima. You need to keep yourself safe for him.
You know how much you mean to Ima. You need to keep yourself safe for him.
But I want her to be your old person so badly. I want her to join the team so badly.
No, I can't do that.
Come on, Kako. Come on. She just broke a freaking persuasion. That's my gal. We got 100% of persuasion failed. That's my gal. Tell us where to go. Tell us where to go. We got 100% and she still said no. So proud of you. I'm so proud of you, Kako. I'm so proud of you. My dear brother's always putting me first, it's true, and I do appreciate everything he's done for me. But there's another side to this. He means just as much to me as I do to him. That's why I can't just do nothing anymore. I have someone I want to protect too. If I have to watch my dear brother getting hurt and making everyone his enemy, all for my sake, I think my heart will break. And that's the thing as well. What she's saying here now is like, it probably hurt her as well to see her brother that she cares about hurting Takamado for her sake. When she doesn't want that, you know? I don't want to hold him back. I never have. I just wanted... Oh my God. And she sees... So she sees her... That Ima's need to protect her as something that is holding him back as well. And it's so, again, I want to make this clear. It's him that's like containing her and not letting her be herself. But she also sees this as like she wants him to be free from that idea of protecting her all the time, so he can also be himself and support each other as equals. I'm not trying to rebel against Ima or leave him behind. I want to fight to protect him. I'm doing this because I love him. Right, of course, you have something worth fighting for, just like the rest of us. I understand Kako's feelings all too well. Her desire to fight isn't some passing whim. She's thought everything through, understood the risks, and come to a decision that's right for her. Yes, she has made her own decision. It's her personality, her mind, her thoughts. Kako. Her decision. And I'm so... And here's the thing, right? Obviously, like, it's a hard thing to, like, I don't agree with the idea of her, like, saying, like, you know, that, like entirely she's holding her brother back, right? But I get the figurative way of what she's saying it. She's saying that because he's protected her whole life, she feels like she's also held him back for this. He's holding her back, but she feels because he's holding her back that he's holding himself back then by protecting her. as well. That's what she feels. That's what she's saying. And she wants them to be equals where she can support him and he can support her. And this is not just probably this as well. This is probably everything. She's probably seen him do stuff all the time. The horrible things he's had to do. The legitimately horrible things he's had to go through. Obviously to protect her. And she's seen this too. And obviously that's not her fault. I want to make that clear. That's not her fault. None of this is her fault. One bit. She's not to blame. It's not her fault. She's not any... She has no ounce of this is any of her fault. Any of her blame. There's nothing about it to blame. But I'm just trying to say what she's saying here. Wait, this isn't how it's supposed to go. I was meant to talk her out of fighting. I'd rather her make her own decisions and be herself. That's what I'd rather.
Oh, dear. It looks like you failed in your task,
Oh, God.
Mr. Sumino.
Oh, God. But did you not hear what she said? What was that about? I had such high hopes for you, too. But the dearest.
Hey!
Hold on a minute, Ima. It's true I couldn't convince Kako to quit, but you maybe you should listen to how she feels about it. Exactly. That's right, It's okay, Sister Dearest. I heard the whole thing. You did? I was here the whole time. I wanted to observe and make sure Mrs. Sumino did a good job. So you were spying us? I thought you were going to trust me with this. It's hard for me to trust anyone when it comes to my dear sister's welfare. She's always been stubborn, but I'm still surprised even you couldn't get her to see sense. She's her own person. And once you get that feeling of independence, it's hard to get away from that.
Oh!
I guess it just goes to show that things don't always work out the way you want.
I wonder if this is how it'll feel when you run off and get married someday.
Are you serious? Are you serious? What is happening? You don't need me to say it, do you? We never really need words to understand each other. Holy shit, man. I'm truly proud of you for going into such a determined young woman. But at the same time, a little sad that you might not need my help so much anymore. I want to make it clear, right? What Ima did was wrong. What he's been doing to Kako has been wrong. We're not denying that in any way, shape, or form. But the stuff that they've both gone through, the horrible stuff that has been done to them, that they've done on the streets, I'm just glad in this one moment. And let me be glad. Let me in this one moment be glad. I'm glad that he's coming to this determination. She's growing up. She is feeling that independence. She wants that independence. And yes, it's sad when people don't depend on you anymore. But she doesn't want you to go around stabbing people for her. She doesn't want that. Excuse me while I go cry into my pillow. If anyone needs me, I'll be in my room. It's getting late, Sister Dearest. Don't stay up till. Can you say her name? Can you say Kako? Ima left smiling as usual, except the smile was different. It was tinged with a kind of resignation and maybe even loneliness.
Huh?
I think he just gave you an approval. Did he just give you his approval? I'm not sure. I've never seen him act like that before. Kako was clearly worried about her brother, and since we didn't have anything else more to talk about, I took my leave. As for me, I went back to my room.
At ease, soldiers. You never
That was
know.
a
Will
lot.
then.
We're probably going to be ending the episode here. So if I had to sum up what happened today, I failed to persuade Kako to stay on the sidelines, but somehow managed to convince Ima how serious she is about all of this. Yeah, we're going to end the video here. I need to talk about all this, I think. The baseline of all of this, right, is that, as we said, and I don't need to say it to you guys know what my stance is on this. I was free Kako from like day 10, right? I've always been free Kako. The two siblings have been through so much emotionally, and in horrible ways physically, that led to more emotional trauma, to the point that Ima has felt like he has had to protect his sister at every single turn. He has hurt people. He has clearly done that before. If he was so quick to stab Takamaru, he's done that before. He said he would lick someone's boots. He's done foul things from his own words to protect them. And all that time, his sister, who was grateful that she was protected on the streets by IMA, was thinking to herself, this should be equal. I don't want to be just someone who, like, in her mind, she felt like he was holding IMA back. Even though IMA was the one holding her back, you know? She felt that she wanted to be independent for her and for IMA. What IMA did today was, yesterday I should say, or the day before, was wrong. It was wrong. He shouldn't have touched Kako like that. He shouldn't have talked to her like that. He shouldn't have, Jesus, I goes without saying, he should have stabbed Takamaru. Right? But nobody can deny the emotional trauma that has come along with those two siblings. And you saw today, even in their conversations with Kako, how they built out this mechanic as like, we're able to persuade anybody. We got to 100% and she said no. And I was so happy for her to tell us no. I am fighting. I'm not letting you decide for me. And I was so happy with that. He blocked the idea of Kako growing up and becoming independent of his mind to make himself like feel like he was still her protector. In his mind, he still had to protect her. In his mind, he was protecting her against Takamaru. And also so that he could still feel like he is useful to her. That he doesn't feel alone. All he's known is his sister his whole life. And I hope it doesn't I know you guys know I'm not. And I hope it doesn't sound like I'm ever excusing the actions of him today, because Jesus freaking Christ, Takamaru was right to step in. Kako was right to stand up for herself. Those are facts to me. Those are undoubtable facts to me. But obviously as well, I'm just trying to look at this like what the story is and what the emotions are behind all of this. My conclusion to this is I'm so proud of Kako. And I'm happy she's got this quote-unquote approval. But I need her to know as well that none of this, in any way, shape, or form, no matter what, is any part of her fault. None of it. This is a rough episode. There's so much happened. And then we got the big approval in the end. We got the big moments. It was emotional for me as well. My head is spinning. A lot of stuff has happened. And I hope you guys don't mind me taking the time to look at this from like the emotional, traumatic way that IMA and Kako are clearly going through, while also acknowledging that like Takamaru and Kako were right in this whole situation. I'll stand by that they're 100% correct. Shouldn't have put her hands on her. Takamaru shouldn't have been stabbed. Takamaru was right to stand up to IMA. We also have to look at the emotional side of things and the story that's going on here as well, and what's happening here and why he did that, and lead up to the reason of why, right? A lot of stuff is happening. So I think, do we end the day after this? So she's going to fight with us next to defensive battle, right? I'm worried we might go right into the defensive battle here. So I you know what I mean? I'm worried we might get an alarm. You know what I mean? Because this is something we might do, is put an alarm here. So we might end the video here, guys. It's so appreciated, you guys always following on this journey. I love your comments. I love your takes. I hope you guys enjoy me taking time to like talk about all the stuff that's happening here as well, because it's a lot. This is the heaviest episode we've had so far. And for Kako, someone I've been team Kako Independent since day 10. I have been. She's fantastic. She's so smart. She's so caring. She's so motivated. And like I heard a little, like she was doing little punching motions as she was talking about how she wanted to fight. She deserves to have her own independence. She's a person, you know? And all that build up to this, I'm so glad that we're at the stage now. Now, the things I'm worried about going forward, what's going to happen to IMA? What's Takamaru going to do? It's all a big, a big worry. It's all a big worry. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. Thanks so much for supporting this series. This was a crazy episode of absolutely epic proportions of a lot of stuff that happened here. Again, like I said, IMA's in the wrong. 100% he was in the wrong here. But we also look at the why he did this. That's why we're doing this. We look at why, right? Why did he do this? That's all we're doing. Yeah, even though, and the thing is, like, my audience and you guys and the new people that came in for this stuff, like, I think you're all very, very nice. So I have no doubt that you guys will understand exactly like what I'm saying and stuff, because there's not gonna be any confusion there. But for any passersby, I usually always like explain myself a little bit. But hey, thank you guys so much for watching this. Thank you to my patrons at the highest tier, being Typhar2, JB Bull, Jonathan Banana, The Ghost of Nizuma, Felicious Felix, Ewald, Radish, Anusta, Deathtrap, Lynx Marky, Assassin, Shakogon, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, SR Fiji, Leon, High Kasparian, and Jared Beanham, and at the highest tier of my YouTube, Blasco. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.